Welcome back, everybody, to my Little Witch Academia Advent Calendar Vlogs. Yeah, I know I dropped the theme, but whatever. And it turns out I was right. Like this episode was not able to eclipse the previous one in amounts of craziness, but I think it pulled it out in the end. But among its flaws that I have with it, or the issues that I have with it. And so basically for this one, like, I guess it's the girls have a day off from school or something, so they're allowed a day trip into the town. And the MacGuffin of this episode is basically set out right at the beginning, which being the girls leave something that they each leave a possession that they really care about and are really attached to behind, so to ensure some kind of safe return step. I don't quite get how that was supposed to work. It really wasn't actually explained very well in the episode, which I didn't really realize until just now. Yeah, and but after our trio of hapless shonen protagonists and side characters, Akko, Susie, and Lottie. Well, Lottie took them on a shortcut through a graveyard because there is a certain mushroom. What the shocker! That only grows in graveyards that she wanted. And in a moment of brilliance, Akko decided, hey, why not let's just send this back and we can back to the school and we can continue on our way, and takes out the magic potion that's supposed to return things or something. Again, not really explained verbally well. Which typical Akko, she does something wrong with it, and it ends up resurrecting one of the corpses in the graveyard. Some soldier guy or other who was apparently killed in battle. He's got a really big hole in his chest, probably a cannonball, and he apparently has unfinished business. He needs to find some cad and deal with him, I guess. Last time I say this, I promise, because let's just assume all that this is understood, but not explained very well. Although it was explained that, yeah, the girls aren't supposed to use magic, or else there will be, while they're out here, or there will be consequences. So basically, after that, shenanigans ensue as they chase this corpse guy around the city, trying to do damage control and keep up with him and potentially help him remember more details about what his unfinished business was. And through sheer just literal randomness, like he starts to remember details. One of which major one being an actual street and location. However, once they all get to that location, they find out that there's been some other building built in its place, and that everything that used to be there was bought up by the magic item cafe, which y'all might remember from episode 2, or whichever one the broom one was. But yeah, so they're going through that stuff, and they find a picture of a man, his wife, and their young daughter, or baby daughter, really. And this jogs more of the guy's memories, and that the person he was actually looking for was the daughter, named Miranda. And which all that leads to, well, no, actually, that doesn't actually lead to anything. Well, a random bell ringing actually leads him to I guess a big clock tower where there's a bell that doesn't actually have the thing that on the inside that makes it ring. I forget what the technical term is, but this basically jogs the rest of his memories. He's the cad who he was angry at before, and the girl is his daughter. And while Akko is looking at the bell, she recognizes the design on it as the same design on the headmistress's staff, which she used to explain to Akko what amulets were, which was the process I described earlier. So Akko uses the rest of that potion from before to try to get them all back to Luna Nova, and they run into the headmistress and Miss Ursula, who really didn't have that big a part in this episode, so I don't even know why she was included. But no, yeah, it's basically revealed that, yes, the headmistress is the Miranda this guy's searching for, and he's her dad, and it's all touching and heartwarming and everything, and the bell's reunited with the other piece, and they make it ring, and then the corpse guy moves on and passes on to the afterlife or whatever. And the headmistress, like, gives the girls the most severe punishment for basically raising the dead, that being fix a bunch of brooms and reflect on the mistakes they made and not do them anymore. And was basically what happened in this episode. It was very fast paced, like more so than the last one, surprisingly. The last one was pretty fast paced, but it actually managed to work in that episode's favor because, dreams. But this one, I think, was too fast paced for its own good. It just, there was a lot of random stuff happening, and like I mentioned many times before, not a lot of stuff was explained very well. At least I didn't think so. But the moment at the end was touching with the reunion, and even though the moral was kind of shoehorned in, like it's still a good lesson for people to learn. So I guess there's that. But can't say this is one of my favorites out there. Again, the episode 9 and whatever the other one was before, and the one with Lottie. Those are currently my favorite episodes. So hopefully things can only go up from here. I don't know. I'll have to watch episode 10 and find out.